Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast here for a Thursday. Yeah! You guys got anything crazy that's going to be going on this weekend? Any big plans?
Cookies.
You're eating cookies, okay.
I mean, well, Panda is going to be away.
Oh, I'm filming a video with Virginia at her house on Saturday.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Jaybird's coming over. I'm getting that big water slide that he had for his birthday. And I'm going to be doing crawfish.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing a little crawfish battle rap that no one's going to give a fuck about. But it's gonna be fun.
It'll get 7 likes now.
It's gonna be great fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you bringing the big D?
I don't know. Probably not. It'll probably just be me freelancing, filming. You don't have Jason Pennington. You got Steven Cheeseburg on Saturday.
Okay.
So good luck with that.
Well, if you want to bring Big D and Jen,
I will.
Kevin, you and the Queen are welcome as well.
Okay.
Tell
I think we're going to be
Suits.
out of town.
Oh,
Where are you going?
That Disney Springs trip I was telling you about.
right.
right. Where are you staying?
I don't even think we know yet.
Okay.
We want to stay, hopefully, like real close. Maybe I think there's a little place right across the street. We want to do it within walking distance. You know, so you can just go and park the car at the hotel, walk over to Disney Springs.
You can get great deals on Priceline in Orlando. Tell the Queen that.
You can, okay.
Yeah, they have some good deals.
When you go on a vacation like that, do you bring your own meals or will you eat at restaurants?
We eat at restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way it's kind of set up with my meal service is I do the meals during the week. And then, you know, I've got gaps on the weekends. I only have like 2 meals enough for the weekend. So.
What's your fuck it food on keto where you're like, oh man, I want to get a little naughty. I want to get a little food hungry or horny?
The 2 things that I do right now, the chicken wings. That is, I eat that a lot, like on a Friday night. I love those Publix wings.
That's
It's
considered
easy to
like
go to.
junkier for you then?
Well, it's just, I mean, you know, they're still straight keto, so they're not that bad. But, you know, they're a little bit fried or whatever. And so, you know, it's a little more questionable. If anything I eat, that's the most questionable.
Okay.
And then nuts. I love nuts.
Man, they are fat as fuck though. Man, they're so fatty.
Yeah, but you know, when you do keto, the concept being your body runs on 1 or 2 different things. A lot of people run on carbohydrates, your starches and things like that. Like you're a pasta guy. So
You are
running, that's giving your body your energy. So that's your energy source. I don't do any of those kind of things. So for energy to kind of keep me going, my body burns on fats. And so nuts are full of fats. That's why I tell you, I add the nuts because there's some times where with the calorie restrictions, you feel a little bit either like hollow or just a little shaky.
Like your soul is empty.
Yeah,
Yes.
you get the shakes.
You're just
Yeah.
a little like weak. And when I start feeling that way, then I go and I have some nuts. And I'll tell you, it is amazing. You just within minutes are feeling, okay, bam. It's like Popeye with the spinach. You feel better.
I can't believe how much I'm in love with pistachio nuts. I love them. I can't get enough of them. They're so expensive.
Are you buying them shelled or unshelled?
I am buying them shelled.
Oh, those are more expensive.
Wait, I'm buying them where they're naked. They're shelled.
Yeah.
Well, who wants to fucking shuck nuts?
Well, then it just slows down your rate of consumption.
Yeah, I mean
It makes them last longer.
It's the smallest little nut, and now you're fucking going through there like a raccoon.
Sometimes you gotta work for that nut.
I don't like working for not that little of a nut. Give me a big nut.
Rachel Lee want to know, so the Queen doesn't cook? No, she does. Last weekend she did the crock pot chicken. We put in some chicken and some broccoli in there. So she will. She'll do that kind of stuff.
You just throw all that in the crock pot, and it soaks up all of the vegetables and shit.
Yeah, you put like some chicken broth or some vegetable broth in there with your veggies and your protein, and you let it sit for a few hours. Some people put it in before they go to work, and then when they come home in the evening, it's already ready.
Oh, that's the best. When you walk through the door, food is just ready to eat.
And it's smelling real good.
You don't have to make it. You don't have to wait for it. That's nice.
You're a man that needs a crock pot.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get you one.
Okay. Well, there's a new video to check out as well. Jaybird and Denny's, they did a TikTok challenge where you have one person taking a stemmed glass, they put it in their mouth and they lean backwards while laying on somebody who is on their back, and they pour that substance into their mouth. You can see exactly what I'm talking about if you go to either our TikTok or Instagram at KVJ Show.
Before I knew what you were going to do, because I saw the video this morning, before I knew what you were about to do, I thought it was about to get real sexy. Because you were like spreading your legs, and he was going in between them, and I'm like, is this going to get us kicked off and shadow banned?
We have, I would say, 15% of our audience, they don't fucking like the real weird shit like that. I can just tell by the comments. They 85% of the people who are my people, they love the weird, but 15%, what the fuck is this shit?
You about to bone your friend.
Yeah, they don't.
They're not down with Denny's getting the big D.
Well, just, I mean, imagine if you're not watching this and if you're just listening, how it sounds, you may be like, okay, what exactly is going on here?
All right, sweet Denny's, get on in here and spread them, turkey. Oh, yeah. All right, Denny's is gonna, did I just like this? Oh gosh, man. All right. Oh, this is the wrong clip.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I sent you the clip in our prep. It's that's the long version. The edited one's way better.
Okay, this one is how it really sounds.
Well, that would
dirty.
You got to take out some of the pauses because it goes on too long. But if you edit out all of the spaces, it sounds like a porno.
Okay, all right.
All right, sweet Denny's, get on in here and spread them, turkey. Oh yeah, give it to me, Big D. Oh gosh, oh god, Denny's. Oh, it's crushed my nuts, dog. I can't get it in my mouth though. Oh, it's in my hair.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
What's in your hair?
Sounds like we got
Something about Mary there.
It sounds
Good heavens. Wow.
I always like the audio that sounds sexual, but it isn't. Although some could argue they got a little sexual.
I mean,
It had a little bit of both.
he was violent towards your testicles at one point.
Well, Big D or Sweet D, whatever we're calling him today, he lays back, and I mean, he did. His spine went right in my nuts. Twice.
So what happens when you're doing that kind of stuff?
That's right.
Somebody's going to get speared. I saw this every single day. They seem to have a new study out. One day, alcohol is the best. One day, it's not. Today is one of those days where they have the bad day for alcohol. Even a little bit, they say a moderate amount of drinking is bad for your brain. Basically,
That's
there's
not good.
no safe amount of alcohol.
Well, that explains a lot, at least on this side of the table.
Yeah, if you feel like we sound dumber, it's because we are.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in my prime.
Yeah, it's not going to change. It doesn't dissuade me because, you know what, another week there's going to be another thing that's going to make me feel better about it.
The way I look at it, I'm so far fucked.
Well, here's the bad news for me and you. They're never going to come out and say binge drinking 47 drinks in one night is a good thing.
Oh, no, we are so figgity fucked.
So figgity fuck. There's no expert that's ever going to say that, and that's what we do.
Well, I mean, we're not at an age where we want to change either. I mean, I think this is it, baby.
If you're looking for change, there's the door, asshole.
There you go.
That's what it sounds like when you go get your car when they tow it. That's the attitude. They're like, we don't give a fuck. You're going to pay $200, asshole.
And now it's $250 just because you looked at us crooked.
Yeah, that's the same
It
attitude.
is. It totally is.
There's another thing I saw, too. They said Americans should start getting screened for colon and rectal cancer at age 45 instead of 50, like what you had been saying, Virginia.
Yeah.
They did lower that. That seems to be the going thing now, and a big part of it was because of Chadwick Boseman, who died at age 43 last year after his battle with colon cancer.
That was one of those stories when I read it and all the symptoms. It just, because of the age, too, it freaks you out, man.
And he was in great shape.
Yeah.
And he looked amazing
Right.
and healthy. And you're like, damn, if they can get him,
Yeah. You're like, okay, something's going on here.
I
gotta definitely-
surely have to have something in my butt that's weird.
Someone else just died that was famous. I don't think we talked about it.
Yeah?
Who?
Oh, that's disrespectful. I can't remember. Fuck. I don't know. I shouldn't have said
Do you
anything.
think before you talk
No.
ever?
You, again, have a lot of nerve. You called 911 on accident today, then put it on the air. So you ain't got no room to talk.
Birds of a feather.
It's very entertaining to watch.
Fucking butt dialing 911 on the air. And then she's trying to act like this is all going on in the air. And she's trying to have a legit conversation with you, Kevin. Like there's nothing going on.
And I hear this voice. Hello, 911.
911, what's your emergency? And she's still trying to turn it off and have a normal conversation with you live.
Well, just for the record, 911 calls you back when you accidentally call them.
Oh,
and
right, yeah.
You should take their call.
You have to sound off or they start sending crews out.
Exactly. That's why I was like, oh, shit, I better take this.
With the cell phone, though, I don't think they can trace it if it's that brief. Because I've called 911 back-to-back days from my cell phone and hung up, and they never came.
They can't triangulate?
I think they can, but I think it takes a while to triangulate.
I wanted to see if you would go for it.
Of course I'm going to go for it.
Of course.
I'm a big swing and miss kind of guy.
And on the death, by any chance, was it Charles Grodin?
It was Grodin.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he get political towards the end?
I don't know that.
Okay.
Charles Grodin. What did he do?
He was in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he was, you might know him as the dad in the movie Beethoven. Remember about the big old dog?
Yes. I
Yeah.
did look him up the other day.
Yeah, he most famously, probably all the way back, was in The Heartbreak Kid. He was in Midnight Run. He's one of those guys, too, if you see his face. Especially, he did a lot of stuff in the 80s, 90s.
Did you say he was a young guy?
No,
No, he's
he's not
86.
young. And it's weird. It's all perspective. I grew up with HBO, and HBO always played this old movie with Chevy Chase and Goldie Hawn called Seems Like Old Times.
Okay.
And he's in that movie. And it's one of my all-time favorite movies because I saw it so much growing up.
Gotcha.
I'd never have known that. I thought he was more popular. I'm so sorry that I shut the podcast down for this. I'm not real happy about it.
Answered your question, though.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah. Got a couple suggestions here. Always looking for something great to watch. Stephanie in Pompano said last weekend on Amazon Prime, I watched Queen of Meth, that documentary about Tom Arnold's sister.
Yes. How was it?
And her rise and fall as a drug kingpin and how she came up with her time in prison. It's greatly done. Very interesting. I think you would love it. It's a 3-episode documentary.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's getting some positive marks.
I've heard Tom Arnold talk before, and it's been about his sobriety, and he came off so likable during that.
He does.
He really does.
He's kind of a fascinating / annoying, but fascinating guy.
I didn't know that I would have liked him. It's weird. Mm-hmm. He came at least the interview or two that I saw, he came off very likable.
Okay.
And so does your boy Sammy Hagar. In
Sammy
interviews,
Hagar,
he comes
yeah.
off very likable.
Yeah, I think he's a fun-loving kind of guy. He's kind of like a rocker version of Jimmy Buffett. Just, like...
He's like Jimmy Buffett, but doesn't suck.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I know there's parrot heads out
Take
there.
that, you parrot head fucks. We go hard.
I mean, Jimmy Buffett fans are known to bring the heat with the email, so I think we're good.
Also, Jessica in Madison, Wisconsin said, I've got a show recommendation for Bird. Denny's possibly also on Apple TV. The show Mythic Quest, pretty funny. It's from the guys that are on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. My husband and I are watching it, enjoying it. It's about this video game and the team behind it. Very funny and similar humor.
Okay, I love it. Mm-hmm. That's one show I think you would like, Kevin. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
It's got a lot of cutting comedy. It's very over the top.
Is it okay?
Yeah, they're another group who does not give a fuck who they offend. They go after they're like South Park. They're like Larry David. They
I
don't
think
give
I
a
probably
shit.
would like that, yeah.
That's fun.
And she said also still love Brockmire on Hulu. I do hear good things about that. That's Hank Azaria as a drunk baseball announcer. Pretty good and funny show.
Yeah, I have a few people that say that's a great show. I try to get into it, but it was one episode. You can't really judge it on one episode. Imagine if we judged the show on one dirt.
Okay, yeah.
Shit.
I haven't heard anybody talking about Startup, which I want to see if that was any good. I started up with the show over the weekend. We got about 10 minutes in. The Mexican Queen's like, this is stupid, turn it off. So I didn't get too far into it, but it's in the Netflix top 10, and it's all based in Miami and Brickell and all that, and has to do with the finance and all that. So I was like, I kind of want to see what that's all about. If it's good or not. If anybody's seen anybody that, let us know. And Jessica said I'm heading out to Atlanta in a couple of months. Might need some brewery recommendations, Kev. Yeah. I got the list up there. In fact, just added a cool little place to the map last night in Atlanta.
Did anybody give you any shit again like the last time? You gave all those suggestions. The fuck, Kevin? These are terrible.
No, somebody was, I can't remember what it was. It was like a personal thing.
They were mad because you put Christ Fellowship on the map.
And you put Outback Steakhouse on the map, too. Like, what the shit is this, man?
Yeah, and so the warning is these are just places that I would find interesting. You can look at what I have in my phone, but I'm not doing this for you. I do this for me. So I have that on there because we might pop off at an Outback.
People don't want the bloomin' onion and they don't want the Lord.
I don't know if I can trust anybody that legit hates Outback. I get if it's not your thing, but to hate Outback when they have such good soups and breads and salads.
You've never had the bloomin' onion. If you hate it, you got to go try that thing. It's really special.
The Saucy Fries, the cheese Aussie fries. I mean, I just don't think we're gonna get along probably.
Well, you got to have it as an option. Let me tell you how you do these things. Now, it's the Google Maps that I've done. I got various cities. You can go to kvjshow.com. We got them posted up there. It's also linked to our Facebook page. And so you would have this city. In fact, my daughter's in Houston right now. And so I went through Houston and what it is and kind of what happens is we'll be driving around a city we don't necessarily know that well. And I've got two sons. One's 23, one's almost 13, a girl that's 23, Mexican Queen and myself. And I'd be like, hey, do you guys want to go here? And two people are like, yeah. And the other three are like, nah, I'm not feeling that. So you got to be like, here I am. Here's what you have within a vicinity that you have kind of, so you want to have an Outback because oddly enough, it might be the day where, all right, we'll do
You got to be
Outback.
a man that has options for the family because they're finicky and you never know.
Well, the way my family goes, everything is fly by the seat of your pants. And they don't really prepare for anything. But I found that when you live that way, you wind up at shitty places.
Right.
And your experiences is terrible. So I got to take it on myself to make sure we're prepared. And I got to be ready for flexibility.
Gotcha.
So that's where we are. And I can't tell you how many times that we've been somewhere. I'm like, you know what? There's a brewery half a mile from here. And we're like, oh, and it saves the day.
Look at you.
And that's why you got to be prepared like that. So that's what those maps are set up for if you use them.
What's your daughter doing in Texas?
They just went, she's still got to burn through some stimulus money.
I mean, it's not that much money.
She keeps, and my wife is up on it. I'm all for it because my wife finds all these little things where she can claim money here and there. And my wife's like, they take so much fucking money from us that if you can find it and they're going to hand it back to you, it's all legal. She said a lot of people just don't go on and claim it. So my wife hovers and looks at all these little things. She goes on and fills it out. My daughter is just living her best life and having a great time.
You're so right about that. I still haven't claimed it. It's still out there. They owe me from all kinds of weird, just from the last couple of years, $1,000 that's out there. And a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
I think you can put your name in this thing and it brings it up pretty easily.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know they got $1,000 out there, $500 here.
My wife is finding all of that and doing it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So she just went for some friends. It was a birthday that they were doing. So, I got some friends that do radio in Houston. I'm like, hey, where do you got to go? And so for Caitlin, I made a little Houston map. And
nice.
Found all the cool little places to go and did that. Of course, she goes to Houston and they got massive rain and flooding going on, but
Oh yeah, it's bad weather in that region.
Yeah.
And they got the fucking Astros. Boo!
Yeah. But, she's 23. They're going to be drinking and pretty much just going from bar to bar, so.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be all right. And hopefully she'll come back with the drunk girl trivia. The girl she had on the last time, she was already hammered at the airport, so there she is. They're going to drag her onto the plane.
Well, maybe she's afraid to fly. I'm not judging.
Okay.
Is that me? She's got fucking pajamas on. She's got Crocs on. She's passed out at the airport. That's kind of my move.
She's a female Frank the Tank.
It's kind of my move right there.
Yeah.
Damn, that bitch stole your look.
One of the funnest times I've ever had at the airport is when I was at the West Palm Airport going to Oregon in my Dolphins cheerleading outfit. They were so cool and fun. We had a whole kind of like a party going on at the bar. Strangers were coming, we were high-fiving each other.
A man in a cheerleader's outfit is disarming. You're celebrating the home
Yeah.
team.
Well, I thought they would be all weird. It's the airport. We don't play fun and games. It was the complete opposite at the West Palm Beach Airport.
Okay.
They were so into the idea of something goofy and weird.
I love it.
It was awesome.
Good times.
I met some KVJ Nationers out there. They were awesome.
We should all travel in costume.
It's fun if you have that kind of outlook. Yeah.
I sat next to this lady on a flight one time, and she was probably in her 60s, and she was wearing this crown that said birthday girl, and she
Okay.
had on like birthday earrings and the whole thing. And she and I were talking on the plane for like 20 minutes when she finally told me it's not her birthday. Every time she travels, she does this, and
Right.
people everywhere give her free drinks. The people in the airport bar give her free drinks. The flight attendant gives her free drinks. I gave her one of the mini bottles that I had in my bra because I thought it was her freaking birthday. What a racket.
Yeah.
There's people who do that. I've heard of girls that go out there and it's my birthday or it's my bachelorette party, and it's not. They're just getting free drinks.
It's fun though. Yeah, you kind of like that.
You're beating the system. And it's really, I mean, you're not hurting anybody.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Rachel in the chat room, she had said there is a show on HBO Max that features West Palm Beach. I always kind of love seeing those shows. Kind of interesting when they pop stuff up because, so much of it is just so wrong what they think about all these different cities. And like, for instance, they said, what is it that TV shows always get wrong about your area? And they said with Miami, it's almost always sunny in most of the Miami shows, keeping in mind that, we go through at least a solid 5 months out of the year where it is the monsoon rainy season. Yet how often when you see shows does it have the rain going on?
Sure.
And if you're on a reality show and you live anywhere from Orlando down, they're just going to say you live in Miami.
Right.
Virginia's from Miami. Well, I'm actually from Fort Pierce.
I actually got kicked out of Miami.
Yeah, and somebody said that they were watching a show that was set in London, and they were getting kind of annoyed with it because they were on the third episode, and all these things had happened, and not yet once was there one rainstorm at all. And they're like, if you know anything about London, it rains like every day of every year.
Does it really? I did not know that.
It's very rainy in London.
So right now, if you had to bet,
Oh, your ankle would hate London.
it's too far. I don't do time zones. My ankle
Well, if you went to London, though,
I hear you.
your ankle would be pissed.
It
It would always be aching or whatever it might be.
Yeah, it aches. It
Yeah.
stings.
Yeah, oddly enough, it's just kind of like a dreary. Yeah, like right now in London, it is 57 degrees. It is cloudy today with an 82% chance of rain.
Wow.
94% chance on Sunday. And I'm just looking like every day. Maybe if you go to next Thursday, there's only a 24% chance of rain.
Did you like London, and I know you went as a kid, right? So as an
Yeah.
adult, would Kevin like a London?
Yeah, I would love it. I mean, there's going to be lots of good places to go. I would say, and it's not an everyday, but yeah, I'm looking into next week, and they have about 4 days where they're going to get. And I don't remember it really raining that much when I was there, but I do remember some sun, and I remember it being nice. I think that in London, it's such a sophisticated city. Too often we don't get out as Americans, but I think you could go about anywhere. I've been watching all those shows. A lot of them are in Spain. Like, I would love to go to Madrid and check out some of those cities. Barcelona looks really cool.
Was the food bloody disgusting, or was it bloody delicious?
I don't think that the English food is really, my
Flavorful.
jam. Yeah,
There's not a lot of seasoning in it.
It's more bland. They do the fish and chips. They'll do that kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't necessarily love the English cuisine.
Hey, Fat Kevin liked this. I mean, with the food.
I do remember when I was there, we would find McDonald's because, I was in third grade last time I was there.
Fat Kevin wanted some food.
Yeah, so we would find McDonald's. I do remember eating McDonald's.
Did it taste different to you?
No, it seemed the same to me. I don't remember anything different about it at all. I do still remember to this day I spilled my milkshake and it almost ruined the whole trip.
That's fucked.
I mean, when you're a fat kid.
Oh, yeah.
And
you're not getting seconds?
Yeah, and we were too far away from the McDonald's, and I just remember seeing the chocolatey goodness running underneath the park bench. And it's maybe the most vivid memory I have of England.
London.
Yes. Fat kid spilling his milkshake.
There's nothing worse than spilling or leaving food behind, especially when you just love
It's
food.
terrible.
It's the worst.
When you're really looking forward to something and something happens to it, it's the worst thing ever.
I can think about when I was 11, there's a Pizza Hut on North Lake Boulevard, and I had 4 slices left in a box, and for whatever, I forgot it, and Ann was the one that was driving. I go, Ann, please go back for the pizza. We're not going back. I'm sorry, I got shit to do.
Ann wouldn't go back for the pizza?
I know. That's why I'm talking
tough.
about it.
Damn.
As an adult, I'm talking about it.
I didn't expect that.
Sorry, Ann, I didn't mean to.
You gotta respect leftovers. They're so beautiful.
We were too far away. The Pizza Hut was in Gardens. We lived in Lake Park.
Oh, I would have beat your ass.
That's just tough. Yeah, Panchita has good advice. If you do go to England, take your own seasoning and condiments with you in your purse.
Okay.
Is the airport going to give you bullshit for that? Oh, why do you have oregano in here?
Well, maybe don't put it in a baggie.
Next to your lighter.
Yeah. That one might get flagged.
Leave the seasonings that look like pot at home. But if you want to bring like basic salt and hot sauce, I don't see a problem with
I'll
that.
never understand the airport. They made me throw out my Mountain Dew and let me keep my clippers. So I'm like, okay, well, one can stab you and cut you. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, but that was when they were doing all the liquids, make a bomb in a liquid. They do. They still do. Yeah.
They do. All right.
do.
I haven't flown in a while.
Nobody has.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
It's not just you.
You're right. That's great.
Ask Delta. They're like, shit, we gotta fly again.
Oh shit. I forgot the end of the show. Supposed to wish my sister happy birthday. It's her birthday today, and I fucked it up.
Oh.
And she was listening.
Oh, man.
Which sister, Boo?
Becky.
Oh.
Oh, maybe she won't notice.
Can I do a Make Good tomorrow? I gotta do a Make Good tomorrow.
Sure.
You're gonna have to sing and dance for
I gotta
I will give you the opportunity to forget tomorrow.
You're right. I'm so shitty at birthdays.
He'll leave you a wide open window.
Damn it, I even said, tune in. That's going to be this big thing. I had this whole speech ready, and I got sidetracked doing some shitty thought. Damn it. Becky, I love you. Happy birthday.
You should have made that your thought of the day.
I was going to.
You dick.
I know. I love her so much. I'm so sorry. Damn it.
It's tough, huh?
It is tough.
It is tough. Yeah.
Well, because it makes such a big deal of it. Tune in.
Don't miss it.
Right at 9:54.
Must listen radio.
Oh, yesterday I told you about Taco Bell is getting into the chicken game. They got whatever that's kind of like just a chicken shell. Like
Okay.
they're going to be doing for that, the chicken lupa or something like that.
I would eat a chicken shell.
Yeah. That'll have all the ingredients kind of wrapped up in the fried piece of chicken. And now Burger King, they've got another one. Everybody's trying to get like what Popeyes had.
KFC came out with the chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
they're all trying to jump in there.
Yeah, the Burger King is called the Chiking, and it's served on a potato bun with pickles and a savory sauce. Doesn't it sound a lot like Popeyes?
And it sounds like the one that they did at Chick-fil-A. They all kind of did the same sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to see somebody really tackle the chicken parm sandwich. Fast food I know Burger King has done it before, but really perfect it. Burger King, it was okay. If you're really hungry and you hadn't eaten in a couple days, it was good.
I don't love chicken parm.
Well, fuck it. Never mind. Screw it.
Got any more bad ideas?
Well, the witch doesn't like it. Clearly, no one else likes chicken parm, Kev.
Yeah.
They all want crustacean fucking flatbreads.
Oh, give me like a shrimp po' boy. Now that's on.
Shrimp po' boy is good. A shrimp po' boy from New Orleans is good.
Oh.
The one I had in New Orleans, I still think about that. I remember dipping it in my honey mustard, and we can never get that honey mustard again. Virginia will go to New Orleans. She says she brings back the right honey mustard, and she comes back with some fake ass honey mustard.
I'll go. Why don't you come with me, Dick?
I don't know, Virginia.
Come on, go to Mardi Gras. It'll be fun.
She wants me to go to Italy. She wants me to go to her house. It's too much.
She's got a lot of demands.
I'm just trying to rope you into the fun.
Tomorrow we got One Bite Challenge.
Oh, I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
The one I had a few people say the 7-layer burrito at Taco Bell because it's so
Burrito
big.
Supreme.
I think it's different than the Burrito Supreme. I think it's a 7-layer burrito, which
Okay.
is thicker and bigger. Chat room can help me out with this.
That's in one bite. You think you could cram that whole thing in your pie hole?
Oh, a burrito.
That's 7-layer.
That is heavy.
It's big, but
Okay.
I think I can put it in my mouth.
Okay.
I think if I smush and push and jam and slam.
Okay.
All right. We'll be cheering for you. / falling asleep because we're bored.
Oh, get out of here. At least my shit's only a minute. Your shit takes 3 times. I don't know how many minutes.
3. If it's 3 times.
No. The dirt is not a minute long. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one. Yeah, if you want to
Okay.
tackle that tomorrow. Okay, so there you go. So we got Jaybird choking himself out tomorrow on the Friday show.
On a big girl burrito.
It is the 7-layer one. I think is the biggest one.
Ask them.
Chat room, let me know.
I think you'd send me Burrito Supreme is what it had said, but maybe it's been changed.
We want the biggest one.
Yeah. If you go to Taco Bell, say, which one is the big dog?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll.
They'll entertain your
Yeah,
questions.
I'm sure 'cause
They'll be so happy about a bunch of questions.
They love extra questions in the drive-thru.
They
line.
love it.
And make sure you go and vote as well. We have got the KVJ draft going on there. So fashion trends, you can see that on both our Facebook and our Instagram. Just after 7:30 tomorrow, we will go ahead and tell you who wound up winning that. So got some fun stuff for you on a Friday. You guys enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.